Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, February the 15th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use, this email address, and this is a link to get into our 100% free trading room. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. There is a promo code there. You will see it in the body of this email. Now, please listen to me. It'll be good until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The promo code is Love Ideas, all in capital letters. That'll get you 25% off the first month of a standard or premium subscription, or the entire year of a standard or premium. It will be over, again, Sunday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be another promo code. The market is closed on Monday for President's Day, all right? There will be another promo code for President's Day. Probably will run on Monday. Of course, the market's closed, but you'll get an email if you subscribe to all the emails that we send out. And it'll probably run till Tuesday night. But it's only for 20% off. So if you want 25% off, please act on the Love Ideas promo code, all right? So what happened today? Well, first I just want to go on the unfortunate one for me. Well, a couple of unfortunate. First of all, I should say one thing. I went to a concert last night, Justin Timberlake concert. It was awesome. Nobody I would ever thought in a million years that I would go to, but my wife said we're going, and it was awesome. I have to tell you. But the downside is I got home around 12:30. I'm on the West Coast, and normally I get up around 4:30 to start planning. Couldn't do that. Got up at around 20 to 6. Didn't do any pre-market work, and was kind of interested to see what sort of a day it would be for me. Didn't actually turn out that bad, even though I didn't do any pre-market work. But anyway, let's take a look at IVC. IVC, unfortunately for me, just a minute, just having a tough time dragging my, there we go, there's the chart. I'm out of it, unfortunately. Now, this IVC was one that we traded yesterday. It was an earnings play from yesterday. Take a look at it on the daily chart, and you can see the huge pop. You have to actually back it out a little bit more, get the full picture. This was earnings 3 months ago. Had obviously a horrible reaction to earnings and never really recovered, kept moving down, 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 down. A lot of consolidation, and then all of a sudden earnings yesterday. Good positive reaction, and a lot of times what we look for are second day earnings continuation. But I found this was even though I did make money on it a couple of times, it was a bit of a difficult one. It was whipping up and down, didn't seem to want to maintain its trend that well. Same thing here. This is a 15-minute chart, but you've got all these topping tails and bottoming tails and a lot of uncertainty. I know the trend looks up, but typically when you go to a 15-minute chart, you tend to eliminate all these topping tails and bottoming tails. What does that mean? I mean, the buyers were up there, sellers took it down. At one point, the sellers took it down here, buyers took it up, the buyers took it up there, the sellers took it down there. So a lot of froth. So I actually got into this one right around there, and I unfortunately I covered right there, and it did move up afterwards. But anyway, it's just the way it is. Now, I have to show you. The other one that did very huge disappointment for me was Newell. We saw this one in what I did see very late in the pre-market. This was an earnings play. It surprised me a little bit because it was already down. Well, I don't know what it was down at this point. It's down 20% now. I think it might have been down about 15% at this point. Didn't know how much, and it's also almost half a billion shares in the float. But I tried to get it. I tried to get short right on that 18 break, just underneath the 18 break. But there's that darn uptick rule. It's down 21% down now. It was down over 10% at that point, and I kept going in at the bid. But if you're unfamiliar with what the uptick rule does, if a stock is down over 10%, you have to have, number one, you have to have some action at the ask, and before you can get a fill on the bid, and that's okay. The problem is I was probably, who knows where I was in the queue of people wanting to short it. So, I kept that 1780, I think, for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and it was there for that length of time. I just didn't get a fill. It moved down a little bit more. I tried one more time. I just didn't want to chase it down. But anyway, a lot of people in the room did get that, so that was fine. I do want to draw your attention. Yesterday in this video, I said if you wanted this particular scan, you could have it. And let me just show you how interesting this was. Now, hopefully, when I click on this, I'm not going to lose it. So what this is these are stocks that were down big yesterday. Let me give you CTL, and you have to see it on the daily chart to get a good appreciation for what happened. So this moved down. This was on earnings. So down big yesterday and starting to come back today. That's what this is looking for. All right. So I actually got in. Now I fully I tell you I only scalped these two, but let's see. Because one of the reasons is that I don't like taking trades in the first 15 minutes, and I had to take this in the first 15. So I took this here, and I got out of it here. So it wasn't fantastic, but not nonetheless, and only just a small to see what 100 shares I think, just to see what was happening, because this is kind of a new scan, and that I'm looking at. But if you take a look at it, there's CTL. I did the same thing with the Survey Monkey. Okay, again, I just kind of scalped it, very little here. Probably got a little jumpy, and I should have held on a little bit more because this was after the first 15 minutes. Cry, I didn't take this one, but okay. The problem is I should be showing you where it actually appeared the very first time. Okay, so there's Cry the first time. So look at that. And look what it did. And no, it did pull back. There's Survey Monkey. There's the first time. Oh, I see what happened. CTL would have been on here, but I did I took something out of this, so consequently I don't CTL when it first occurred. But it was way. I mean, it gave us a lot of time. I'm actually in this one. I've been holding this one for even MGM. And you know what? MGM. This is correct. This is the first time it occurred. 2807. Okay, so I mean nothing spectacular, but 2840. I don't think Sabre really moved up. But it's at the initial price, so it didn't really drop. And the other one though that I'm in right now, this is not correct. CTL would have been on this candle here. Okay, the other one I'm in right now though is SWIR. Now it hasn't done anything yet. Okay, it's starting to move a little bit. But again, look at the daily. I mean, so there was the alert at 12:12. I think I'm in at what am I in at? 12:15, and it has just been basing here for the longest period of time. But again, look at the daily on it, and this is what we're looking at. I mean, look at the potential void fill. So anyway, very interesting alert, and I'm willing to share it. The flip of it, obviously, is up big yesterday, but down today. Not as many. Well, there are some, but I'm going to close the chart here. You have to look at what the SPY is doing. So you can appreciate that a stock that was down big yesterday and now climbing will be helped if the SPY, is moving higher. Now, this happened, and this was the pre-market, and now it is flattened out. The SPY is flattened out, but at least the trend, was up. So you would think that something that was down big yesterday has a chance when it is now starting to move back from yesterday's big lows and starting to move higher. It'll have more of a chance if the market is higher. Now, you can probably, just by intuition, if the market was moving lower, these ones that were up big yesterday and now starting to move low would probably be helped if the market was lower. But anyway, I'm definitely keeping an eye on these two. I just sort of resurrected them last week, but today, definitely working out quite well. And I even see that the Sierra Wireless, SWIR, is starting to move now. So if you want both of those scans, just let me know, and I'll let me know in the info at trade. In the info at trade-ideas.com, and I'll send them to you. and go from there. So I hope everybody. Now again, I know I'm sort of nagging at you, but it's amazing how many people say, "Oh, Barry, I forgot to take out that what was the promo, and now it's Monday. The promo is no longer valid." And now, yes, there's a President Day promo, but it's only 20%. It's not 25%. So I'm just going to keep nagging at you. The Love Ideas will expire. Excuse me, will expire 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So remember, the market is closed on Monday for President's Day. And even hey, I get a holiday too in Canada. So it's a concurrent holiday or coinciding holiday. So I hope everybody has a great long weekend. And next week, it should be really exciting. There are 1,000 companies releasing earnings next week, and it compacted into a 4-day week. So it will be very active. Just to give you an idea, there were only, I think, 500 companies this week. So 1,000 companies next week. So I think that'll be kind of the end of the big earnings week during earnings season. So anyway, have a great weekend, everybody. Long weekend, and we'll see you Tuesday morning. Bye-bye.